Welcome back. Okay, quick intro to this. I'm not going to talk long. The reason for this video was I made a knife for a customer. He sent me a picture. That's usually how it starts. I want this knife. So I said, okay, sweet, I'll make this knife. And it's a really famous knife made. Well, it's pretty famous because of YouTube and Instagram. It's from a guy's channel called Almazan Kitchen. I don't know if you've seen that big cleaver he uses to make all the food and stuff in the woods, and it's really interesting. I've been a subscriber for a while now, and every time I watch that, I eat my fridge. Anyway, so I made this knife, and customers incredibly happy with it. And I posted a picture of this knife on a few social media sites, and a lot of people loved it. And then obviously there's always this one or two guys that are like, oh, why did you do this, or blah, blah, blah. So one of them called me a fraud. And I was like, what? So long story short, I was accused of, well, I did say it's hand forged, which it is, but you'll see in the video why it doesn't seem to be hand forged in the end. I explain why. And called me a fraud and said, well, if I don't see a video, it didn't happen, and you are a fraud, and it is fake, and it's stock removal. I hate stock removal. I cannot stand stock removal myself. Probably because I'm not good at it. Anyway, so I made this knife, and I actually made a video on how I made mine. So all through the video you'll see I make the knife up to a point. It looks exactly like the customer's knife, but it's mine. So I changed it, the look of it in the end. Hope you guys like this video. Enjoy. Feel free to leave a bunch of comments down in the comment section, and without further ado, let's go. Okay, piece of leaf spring. This is the butt end of it. Here, there we go. This thing is a 1/4 inch thick, pretty much almost 9 inches. I'm not going to use all of it. That was less than 30 seconds. And look at how thin that is. See that shape is getting there? All right. All right. So from here on out, it is nice and thick. As you can see, it's back to its original thickness. Basic shape is in. Now we can thin this out. I will now start with the bevels. But let me see for length, blade length. I got it marked right here on my anvil. Yeah, I got a little bit to go still. Bring you back when I'm done. See how the bevel's forming here? Nice little line going in. Yeah. Okay, there it is, guys. Got a bevel in. And let me see if I can put it this way for you guys. Nice and straight. Nice little taper towards the tip. And I'm happy with that. I'm going to start working on the handle here. Now, I use this, cut it out, hot rasp everything off, cut my handle off, and then start forming the handle. Alright, I'll start with that. There it is. I'm going to grind that out real quick and then continue cutting that out. There we go. So there it is. This is nice and thick. So now we can draw this out and turn this into a nice handle. overall shaping is done. I'm now going to cut that off, and that's going to be it for the handle. And forging is done. I'm going to use my flattener a bit so I can even everything out. Clean it up with a belt sander a little bit, all these marks on the back. Not too shabby, eh? There they are. Alrighty, holes are drilled. I just want to dress up that inside and refine the tip real quick, and then clean all this up. And that's it. I'm busy sanding the bevels, getting them even, and then I'll stick it back in the forge, use the peening hammer, put some forge marks in, and get ready for the quench. Alright, so let's talk serious here for a second. Mine is about a 1/4 inch shorter. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about is forged finish. As you can see on this thing, it's got a bunch of scale and stuff on it, right? Now, if I give a customer a knife and they want a forged finish on it, I tend to try and recreate the forged finish because of the scale. The issue I have with the scale is, you cut food with it, the scale still pops off, just like that. That food goes and sits underneath that and breathes. Make sense? What I like to do is, and apparently people that see photos of it think that it is, what's the word? Stock removal, this one, because I used a peening hammer to put in some marks. My reasoning for that is, I recreated the forged look by using the peening hammer. Now this thing has almost no scale on it, like nothing, just the forge marks. So what you do with these is, after you quench it, clean it up a bit. I'll show you what I do. I cover mine with borax before I quench it. As soon as it goes into the oil, all that borax pops off and takes all the scale with it. You'll see it, it's pretty cool. Then, take some oil, rub it on, put your blade in water, and put your forge burner on it until it darkens up and blackens up. Burns the oil, makes it black, instead of leaving forge scale on a kitchen knife. Make sense? That's why I do it. Alright, I think side 1 is done, and that took me 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Sprinkle of the borax. Okay, let's hope we don't hear a ping or anything. 3, 2, 1, go. Look at that. Perfectly hardened. All the scales still popping off. Love it. Now, martensite is absolutely beautiful. Look at how beautiful that gray is. Right now, as soon as it cools down enough, I'm gonna wipe off all the excess oil and go stick it in the oven and call her a night. So before I continue on with anything else, I just want to show you guys here something. This is the first one I made. It is nice and thin. It is perfect. This is for the customer. I'll be starting the sheath video on this one soon. My issue here is, what I want to talk about is, as you can see, they're pretty much the same thickness all around, but I want mine way thinner. I think I'm going to take all this off, and I want to do a mirror polish or something close to, or maybe like a brushed aluminum type look, satin finish on it. I'm going to take this to my belt sander. I'm going to take all this off. I just had to do this to show someone that it is not stock removed. This is done on purpose after a forging session. So I'm going to do mine different. I'm going to put a satin finish on this one and thin it out just a little bit. Okay, so I took most of the texturing off. As you can see, there's still some of the peening marks in there, but it is way thinner. Busy doing the handles, which is purple heart. Just gonna drill the holes real quick for the pins and start shaping the handle. Okay, handle has been roughly shaped. I am going to do some Dremel work on this and finish up the handle, get the glue on, or the epoxy, and finish this up. I will see you guys in the end for the reveal. Ta-da! And they're done. This is mine. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that texture on there. This thing is the sharpest knife that I own right now. Perfectly straight. Yeah, this thing is insane. We've used it a bunch. It's starting to get a bit of a patina there. Love that. I made a sheath for this one today. This one fits in there perfectly. It's awesome. And that's a 7-ounce piece of leather. Goes through it like a hot knife through butter, like it's nothing. Just, if you can make knives, I would recommend you make yourself one of these. Yes. Right. Hope you guys like that one. I'll do a few close-up shots, and I will catch you on the sheath building video for that one. It's beautiful. Anyway guys, have a good one. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, throw it on your social media pages. I would love that and really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, and thanks to all you subscribers on here on the YouTube page. Go to Forging It Forward. You guys can see us there, me and a bunch of other admins, and our founder, Racing Jason, or aka HOJ Forge on YouTube. So yeah, see you guys there.